I welcome you once again to the Word for the Moment. I remain Peter Adele. Today we are looking at another topic which says casting down imaginations. Casting down imaginations. Casting down imaginations. Our text is taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, from verses 3 to 5. And our memory verse is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 6. And by the way, uh, you can download, you can read through the word for the moment on our website. You can go to www.believerstoday.org.ng. I repeat, www.believerstoday.org.ng, or you go directly to our commission website, which is www.empoweredmission.org. Empoweredmission.org. So back to our topic, casting down imagination. Imagination is a special ability and the fingerprint of God in us. It is so powerful that only few uses it. We reason with our head, we think with our heart, we pray with our mouth, but imagine with our eyes of heart. Imagination is the same pictures or images. It is what you can call as far as you can see. It is powerful than not. It is so powerful. It is so powerful that nothing can stop it not to happen. You can't stop imagination not to come to pass. It is the picture that you see. It is forming a new idea or creating a new image. It has the power of creation. For everything that God created is so. Whatever you imagine about your life or your environment, as long as you can, you give it concentration and you focus on it, shall surely come to pass. Nothing can stop it, not even God, except it come contrary to the agenda, knowledge, and the will of God. Imagination can be good and or evil. Evil people does not necessarily have to make incantation before they infected, one with their evil agenda. As long as they keep forming their evil agenda against such, if care is not taken, it will surely happen. Hence the admonition of Apostle Paul to us this day to cast down evil imaginations. Remember this prophecy: no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So think about this again, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Many Christians pray with their mouth and heart, but both do not correspond with what they see or what they imagine. I know of a group of worshippers who uses the power of imagination to pray. They use the power of imagination to pray. They use the power of imagination to pray. They form an image of their desires and things happens. To have a quick answer to your praying, your heart, your mouth, and your imagination, what you see must agree. It must definitely agree. Whatever that you see must agree. Whatever you say must agree with what you are doing. It must agree with what you see. So equally, you do not know the kind of opinions people next to you are forming against you. You wonder why your prayers are not being answered. Someone may have formed negative imagination against you. If God open your eyes to see what image people closer to you forms about you, you will be surprised. You must not slack in casting down evil imaginations. People around you, no matter how good you are, have an image about you. Never thought that all the people around you mean well for you. I do not say you should term people as your enemies, but never allow any negative imagination, whether you know or or not. It must Don't allow it to come to pass. Remember, the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, so also that of the enemies, but ours is more potent. So cast down every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God concerning you. The knowledge, thought, final say of God concerning you is of peace, good, and to give a brighter future. Anything contrary to this must not come to pass. So therefore, beloved, change tactics. In Genesis chapter 11, God was sitting on his throne when the world imagined to build a tower to reach his throne, and they started. Remember, if God did not rise up to confuse their imaginations, the Tower of Babel will be built as planned. That is God the Almighty. He had to leave his throne to come to see what people were doing, and since it was contrary to his command in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. He countered it. You may not know that which you are going through may be foundational cause, or from wishes or wish that it may be human, evil imagination of somebody or someone close, or someone that is holding you back. So cast it down today. Imagination do not operate at the lower level. It operates on high. So you must do a casting down. Imagination operates on high. So you must do a casting down. So please note, when we pray, we are expecting God to answer. But when you imagine a thing, you are using the power that the Almighty has given to you as man or woman to create and enforce certain rules here on earth. And whatever you form, stand. Therefore, I see you prospering. Our central truth for today says, remember, if God did not rise up to confuse their imagination, the Tower of Babel will be built as planned. I leave you with this word. I remain Peter Adeleye. Goodbye for now.